triangle for the night. All right. Let me get a poll timer going. Get our mages up front. Let's roll right into this thrilling, exciting trash. I did already talk to the correct keeper. Make sure you're LOS, especially if you're generating healing threat. And yeah, I hope everybody saw Decimus's scary as fuck dog lurking in the window like a blood-starved beast.
Oh, he's a nice boy.
I bet he is. He just has that glint in his eye.
He's sitting right next to me, actually. He's such a good boy.
I thought he was gonna say, "Together we'll devour the very gods."
And that thing is sit. Oh, you got that Rykard look going?
Yep.
It is about time for my Elden Ring replay, honestly.
He still looks like he wants to snatch some souls in that picture, though.
A good old fetch me your souls.
I think it was just that my wife was in the kitchen, and he's like, "That's where the food lives."
Is anybody planning on seeing Cocaine Bear in theaters this weekend?
Fuck no.
I want to watch it so bad.
I want to watch it so bad. I don't know who that was hating. That shit looks amazing.
It looks awesome as fuck.
It's gonna be one of those movies that's so dumb it's funny, but I rather watch those at home.
Like, have you ever seen like Velocipaster? It's like the same concept.
Or Lamageddon?
What?
Velocipaster. It's like Sharknado.
Oh man, those
Cocaine
movies were
Bear
so
based on a
bad.
true story.
It is. Except for like the cocaine bear in real life.
Just like Sharknado, based on a true story.
Didn't actually kill anybody. It basically snorted a whole bunch of cocaine that a guy threw out of a plane because he got caught, and he ran for like a whole bunch of miles and then killed over dead.
That's how I want to go out too.
Yeah, the real story is a bear ate so much coke its heart exploded. The
Yep.
movie's not that.
Damn near been there.
Hell yeah.
Well, you are the size of a bear, sir.
Don't tell Juicy that.
Oh shit. Keep talking, boys. Let's hear some more lore.
Let's just say that Defiler's nickname is Gate because he's a whole damn gate.
If Juicy's excited to see this thing, I can only assume it's
AFK.
Morbius too.
Tanks, you are good to pull. Yeah, let's get tricks and MDs. Got a banish out. One more polymorph. Whoever star is.
Too late for that.
Yeah, too late. Fuck it.
I'm just trying to hold on to the Guardian so Llama can grab everything else.
Looked like the whirlwind dude was stunnable. Do you think it stops the whirlwind?
If you can do something to him while he's doing his whirlwind, I will be impressed. Outside of damage, everything I do to him just is immune.
Thank you, creepy.
Sure.
Go get that shit. That fucker shot me.
He said, fuck this dude in particular.
You know what? I do love fucking dudes in particular. You're right. Alright, both polymorphs and both banishes have been assigned. Tanks, you're good to go whenever.
Hold the boss.
Don't worry, just Okrish died.
That was hilarious. I just
What
watched
happened?
him sprint over there. He got feared and he had sprint on.
That trash pack is acting really unusual.
What the fuck?
Everybody sees that shit, right?
Maybe they'll despawn? Oh god.
Okrish, why'd you have sprint on, you goose? Hey, someone get that fell hunter.
The best part is we can go over there and kill the two flame guys by themselves, maybe? Oh, nope, just kidding.
Nope, they're running back.
Spoke too soon.
Aw.
Go die again, Okrish.
You gotta be careful because sometimes those pats will sort of chain together and then will be the boss.
Hey, Bree, sounds like you're volunteering.
If it has to be done, it has to be done. I'm not paying for the repairs.
That trash pack used a raid sack on us.
So I guess everything in the room's tied to the boss.
Yeah, I just saw Okrish sprinting his ass off over there, and I thought to myself, huh, that's not good.
You gotta move a little more away from the other pack llama.
Yeah, I was toying with that idea. Good call.
Yeah, Okrish, you gotta RP walk the walk back. Oh, these guys do a mana burn.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's only 20 yards. Just step away from them. Just take a little walk.
Last time you took a little walk, you ran into a bomb.
I didn't even take a walk.
Or a missile to the face.
Tanks, you're good to go. Both polys, both banishes.
Pulling.
What are you pulling?
Oh, you know.
If I have to explain it, you'll never know.
After this poll, do not drop feasts, don't pop buffs.
We handing out Christmas gifts.
We're gonna get in a big circle and we're gonna talk about the boys that we like and we're gonna kiss.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh.
Are we going to
JC sounded very disappointed.
You can still tell us about the boys you like, Juicy.
Get you with the frickin' aggro. Stop.
We get a summoning stone out for Balatar, please. Or he might be close. I don't know where he's at. Alright, for the left group, it'll be group 1. Infestors will be group 1, and that'll be on the diamond. Everybody else will be on the square, which will be group on the right. So the diamond will be on the left, the square will be on the right. Our goal here, and this poll, is for range to literally cast nothing. No damage going out here. And we are gonna wipe when Animus gets spawned. The premise is for you to work on positioning, for all of us to work on positioning and to not get hit by Shadowcraft. Crash. Still follow the mechanics, still get out on faceless. Healers obviously are still gonna heal. Melee, feel free to damage if you like. Any questions on that? We'll do it one time. And the pure focus will be to make sure you're on the far left side and far right side of the void, and to make sure we're moving the appropriate way to reduce the amount of times we're getting hit by Shadow Crash.
Are we doing normal buffs like pally buffs, fort, all that?
We
'Cause I
don't
know you
need
said
it.
no, like okay.
Range should take virtually no damage outside of faceless. Make sure, because in watching the replay through Defilers from last week on his Twitch, the few times I could see the range group in there, there's people still keyboard turning to get out. And while that extra second seems like it doesn't matter, it 100% matters. Make sure you're not taking the time to keyboard turn, and you can definitely tell between the people that are and the people that aren't. So group 1 and Infestors on Purple Diamond will be on the left. Obviously we're all stacked now. Everybody else ranged on the square.
Don't even target the bus.
Interrupt 1. 3, 2. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Yeah, so here's a perfect example where we can open up, and I died, but which is intentional. Make sure you're in the purple just on the edge. You guys don't need to move on the left here.
Interrupt 1.
Cardiff, you weren't close enough to the edge when that got cast, so people in the left edge got hit.
Interrupt 3.
Yeah, can you guys kill a Vapor just so we don't get Animus?
We're trying to spawn Animus.
Left group can move over a little more. Now they got to move back.
Paints up.
Interrupt 2.
The best thing that can happen to us, honestly, is getting split like this, and hopefully they'll go back and forth. So when this is happening, this is ideal. Obviously, we come back together like we are now. But now the left group can go back to the left. Perfect. Far less damage coming out here.
3. Interrupt 1. 3. Interrupt 2. 1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
I got this one.
3. 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Stack on square.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3. 2. 1. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Stack on square.
Interrupt 1. 3. 2. 1. Interrupt 2.
Alright, I gotta move to the other crash.
Interrupt 3.
They're coming back together. Make sure you're on your edges.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3. 2. 1. Interrupt 1.
Left group move to the right now.
Interrupt 2.
Coming back together, yep.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. 3.
Yeah, see, square moves. Squares group didn't have to move that time. That's good.
Hey, who's doing Vindication?
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
That's a paladin.
That's
I
me.
think.
That's I had that with my general spec.
Were you running it most of the day yesterday?
Nope, I only use it for general.
A pet's killing the
Zaf,
Vapor.
get off the Vapor with your pet.
I have to give up Civil Command for it.
Interrupt 1.
Hey, Fuddy, when we're across like this, should we be in the middle at that point of them so we're not getting further and further apart, or no?
No, ideally, the best thing that can happen is one side's on the left, one side's on the right, and the shadow crafts alternate. We had a poll a couple weeks ago that happened perfectly like that. Eventually, you're probably going to have to come back together. Go ahead and wipe it up. Run to the back so you don't die there so you can get rezzed. Do not release unless you're up front. We have a soulstone out, or can we DI somebody?
I have a
soulstone on this one.
Okay.
Interrupt 2.
That was very clean. So now we just have to add. The best part about this is, if we take the extra half second to be in the right position, we don't need that extra damage. Like, this is not a DPS race until we get to Animus. At that point we can pump, but 100% better than all of our pulls last week. And I understand we're missing the DPS component, but if you're watching it there, that should be the #1 focus for all the ranged through that fight.
Also a reminder, when the Animus is out, a Shadow Crash is probably a death.
No problem about that.
The first like 2 shadow crafts when the Animus are out are not. I know from experience, sadly, from last week. But it's damn near
stacks
close.
get higher. Yeah. But just think of it as if you take a Shadow Crash, you will die.
100%. You'll take all the buffs, the flasks, the fish feast. Let's just one-shot this and spend, and one-shot Yogg and be done for the night.
Juicy, did you go summon? Or res?
Should have. I thought I saw it go off.
It's pending, I'm pretty sure. I have another one coming on him, but yeah, here's one pending.
Can I have a res, please?
You don't have one pending?
Might have ran out of time.
Yeah, probably.
Vagary, let us know when you're back. Might be off now, but Vagary's reloading.
There's a repair bot down.
Where it be? I found it. Vagary, good.
Buddy, eat.
I did, like 3 times.
You obviously didn't eat long enough.
Juicy, you good?
Hell yeah, I am.
Kings on Juicy and Vagary. Might on Vagary. Good, Vagary. Vagary still needs might. There we go. Now you get. Yay, nay. Okay, let's do a pull timer.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Your destruction will herald a new age of suffering.
Interrupt one. 3, 2. Interrupt two. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1.
Paints up.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
We gotta come back together.
There's crash coming.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
I got this one.
Interrupt 1. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 2.
Make sure you're moving to the back edge. We're getting real close to the boss.
Interrupt
Be on the back edge if you can. Sorry, I got both of those there.
Interrupt 2. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt
Square
3.
reposition.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Does he still cast the thing when the second guy comes out?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Interrupt 1.
Try a couple extra hots on me this one.
Interrupt 3.
It's good. Start slowing DPS a little bit. Don't go crazy. I mean, you can still cast
No, we won't even get close to our pace. 50 seconds till Animus. Get him as close as you can.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Watch how much mana you have left over. Make sure you have enough for Animus.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
When Animus comes out, Searing Flame will still happen. Mark of the Faceless will still happen. Shadow Crash will still happen. It's coming in 10. Defiler is tanking it.
Interrupt 2.
Paints up.
Bigger. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Call for less than me one.
Get him, or we can
No.
attack.
Interrupt 2.
Yeah, I can't reach him yet.
Interrupt 3.
Can you reach him?
Yes.
Yep, we got it.
Lust.
Interrupt 1.
Get out of the middle of the group. Get out of the middle of the groups. Left and right still.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt
Left and right still. If you're on the left group, still go left. If you're on the right group, still go right.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Gotta be stacked together. Left and right. Everybody in one unit frame.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Use your health stones if you're low. There's several people low. Use them health stones.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Don't give up here. It'll die.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Interrupt
3. 3, 2. Interrupt 1.
I don't have anything for the surge.
Boom.
Interrupt 2.
How long, Nesson, on paints up?
I'm dead.
It's a wipe.
Interrupt 1. 3.
Yeah, shit. We position that a little faster, range start a little sooner. That's what that takes.
Yeah, and the thing with that, I don't know with that positioning if there's a way to even still bring him a little more than where he was. The problem was we were really close, and so because we had to move up a little bit, if anybody wasn't stacked, we had no ability to react because it was the Shadow Crash was coming so close because we were closer to the boss than Animus.
So he basically spawns in a random location around the boss, and I dragged him on top of the boss.
Yeah, and I don't know if his hitbox must be much different than the boss.
His hitbox is shit. Like, if I'm not standing in the little green circle, I can't hit him.
Yeah, his hitbox does seem really small.
Which just means too, if ranged, if we're gonna have to be closer, we have to be one single stack. So that if we're moving right and left, and the reason we do not want the left group moving right to stay in the purple shit is then if the mark goes out, we're now having 15 people take a tick or 12 people taking a tick instead of 4 or 5.
Another note I like to call. I know you're concerned about killing the boss, Fody, but he will heal around 10%.
Yeah, I was trying to call what Bone Storm called, not to slow. I was more trying to call mana. So that was my bad.
Yeah, because I was zoomed for Animus like when he was at 50%.
Yeah, mana pots do not work.
Yep, we got to conserve our mana better.
If you're ever casting while you're not standing in the purple stuff, you're doing it wrong.
Yep.
Once the Animus is out, Camille and I step out of the purple stuff so we can actually heal.
Yeah.
And go melee.
Okay.
If you're not worried about the purple shit anymore, then go melee.
Or we're in a place where if 2 range die, we risk Shadow Crash and melee.
How many do you have to have out?
10. And we
It's
already
either
have
that or they need to go far away because what happened was 2 of us got killed because of that. That or we have to change how we're moving left and right.
I mean, that's okay. Like, I can go for melee. That's no problem.
Yeah, how many are in range right now?
5 from group 1, 6, 7, 8 from with group 2. Marania Festers is 10. Nesson will stay in there. That's 11. So yeah,
caster dies. That's it.
Yeah, 2 would have to die.
I think the minimum is 9. That's at least what Jordy was talking about on one of his chat things.
Yeah, then if it's 9, 3 would have to die.
So yeah, maybe have the druids go up into melee, and then if anyone dies, they'll have to come out. Or if more than a couple of people die, they'll have to come out.
Yeah, the guide I just pulled up shows 9.
Yeah, aside from positioning and stuff, we were doing really good on TPS.
Zip, nothing works to get mana. Dispersion, mana
I've just
fiend.
tried. I've tried to find anything.
Nothing. If you're running out, you just stop when you're around 45%, so you have mana for there. And if you're casting outside of the purple, like Creepy said, you have to make sure you're in the purple, because if you cast twice out of the purple in this, you've lost 10 casts, roughly.
I got a question. Does anybody know if you start your cast before the purple goes away, does it still count, or do you need to cancel it?
You should cancel it.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, I've been trying to cancel.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I just didn't know if I needed to or not.
So like what I normally do is, aside from that weak aura, like I see how See how I'm on square right now? I try to like inch into the puddle until I know that the debuff is on, and when it's on, that's when I start casting.
Yep, that's what I do too.
So I don't just like walk in and then start casting. I like inch in a little bit and then start casting.
Also, when the pool goes away, the visual for the pool lasts 1 second longer than the buff does. So if you're not watching the buff, you can have a cast while you think you're in the pool, but it's going away.
Yep. Again, the weak aura is really good for that.
The other thing I think too, Fuddy, let's just watch. You and I will call out if we think we need to get our puddles a little closer or farther away when we get towards the Animus.
Sounds good. But yeah,
So
if
I think
need
that one
to,
we were
can
kind of
reset.
far back.
Well, yeah, and the boss was so far back. If we need to reset, we can move a little forward. The problem with moving forward just becomes we have virtually very little time to respond because the crash happens faster.
Yeah. I'm not saying we necessarily want to get super far in range, just if we're getting too far back.
Bakery and Roto eat the fish. Roto eat the fish.
For reference, exactly how close do the druids have to be in quote unquote melee range? Is it actually melee or is there a bit more flexibility?
It's pretty close. Because if you're not real close, the mark of feckless will hit you, and so will the flames. So you got to be in there.
Don't put a fish down for one person.
Okay.
Somebody has some spell power food or something to share with.
I've got one.
Roto, please do, but those things are like 50 gold right now.
Holy. And like 3 of them.
Let's get it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your destruction will herald a new age of suffering.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3, 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Coming back together. Make sure you're not in the middle.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2.
Edges of the puddle, guys. Edges.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Paints up.
Coming back together. Be on the edges.
Interrupt 1. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
We have to come back together.
Interrupt 3. 3, 2. Interrupt 1.
Coming back together.
Interrupt 2.
Be on the edges. Move right group. Move right group. Be on the edges, please.
Interrupt 1. 2, 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. 3, 2. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Check your mana.
Interrupt 1.
Take some extra hots. Just maneuver.
2. Interrupt 3.
Animus in 1 minute.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Make sure you got enough mana.
3, 2. Interrupt 2.
15-second warning on the Animus.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
And here it comes.
Interrupt 2. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Interrupt 3.
Paints up.
Interrupt 1.
Lust.
Lust.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 1. Run away. Interrupt 1.
Yes.
Run away. Interrupt 2.
Range move back just a hair. I don't know if we're all too close.
Yeah, stack up on this crash.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Battle res Decimus. Decimus, get you ready to use a poke.
I can pop.
Okay, pop.
Interrupt 1. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt
I got this
3.
one, Lily.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3, 2, 1.
Raid Healthstone in 5.
Interrupt 3.
Raid Healthstone.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2. Interrupt 1.
Get out, get out.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
That's a crash in melee.
Yeah, if we didn't get that crash in melee, that would have been like right at the beginning. I mean, also the boss did heal for almost 25% during that. Were people just like standing in with Mark? Is that what that is?
No, but I cannot stress enough. When you're on the left group, you go left. Part of it is the groups are getting too big. When the shadow crashes are coming out the entire time, if you're in the left group, you go left. You don't ever go right. Unless you're coming back together. But if a shadow crash is coming at your group, you go to the left. Like, does anybody not understand that? It's to reduce healing. The damage you gain is not worth the healing that can happen if we're all together.
It hurt that we lost some uptime on the Animus too.
the uptime there, and then just getting hit with. We still have people getting hit. If you're running back from Faceless, make sure you're watching the boss.
So, Fuddy, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So, okay, so it looks like at times when those alerts go off, people in the group that doesn't have to move is originally moving a little bit because they're worried it's on their group, right? So then when Skull comes out, my group is actually, there's somebody to the left in my group, which I'm supposed to go left. If I go left, I'm going to get hit by the Shadow Crash. So in that situation, I've been going right because it happened twice.
During Animus, there were several people going left and right to just keep doing DPS. It wasn't the reason.
Okay, so in that scenario, we want to try to stay stacked, right?
Correct. And if the issue is people aren't stacking this, we have to stack. It's not that difficult. Stack before you cast.
So basically, if you do move because you think you need to move right back into the group then, if you didn't actually have to move.
I'll post this also in Discord. So if you can copy and paste it. You can copy and paste that from Discord. It allows you to zoom out of your character to the max. I know we've used it on other bosses before in other phases. But when you're running back in from from having Faceless, don't run back in the group until the Shadow Crash is gone, that hits the ground. Just stay in the back.
Fish is down.
That was pretty much a kill too.
Did the Animus actually end up dying?
No.
Got like
Yeah, I know it was really close, like sub 1%, but
yeah.
Could I get health stones if I missed it?
Yeah, please do health stones.
Make sure your soul stones are out.
Was threat an issue when the Animus first spawned that time?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Your destruction will herald a new age of suffering.
Interrupt one. 3, 2. Interrupt two. Interrupt three. Interrupt one. Interrupt two.
We're getting a little spread.
1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2. Interrupt 1.
Paints up.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
We got to group up a little better, don't we?
No, Nesson, go back to the right. This is exactly what we want to have happen.
Interrupt 3.
Or black to the left, wherever group you're in. Sorry.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
I got this one.
Interrupt
'Left group, stop casting. We're gonna have to come back over.
Coming back together. Make sure you're on edge.
Interrupt 1. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Watch your mana.
Interrupt 2. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt
Right group move. Be on the edges.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1.
1 minute warning on Animus.
Couple extra hots, please.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2. Interrupt 1.
Run to the back.
Yeah, just run to the back. Let's wipe real quick and reset.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Were you able to heal there, Nesson?
Interrupt 2.
What's that?
Were you able to heal Llama there at the end?
I'm able to heal Llama whenever.
Camille and I are getting ranged out on the right side.
Okay. When you have to move, is that what you're talking about?
Well, just as the puddle goes right for the entire 2 minutes there, we weren't really in range of Llama.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just let me know because I can heal. I just try not to heal as much as possible. And focusing kind of on range. Just let me know.
What's the problem that hasn't been a problem before?
Well, we got really far to the right, so I think if that happens again, you guys just between shadow crashes need to make sure you go to the left group and start going left with them.
Yeah, just let us know you're coming over with us, and that's fine.
Shouldn't you guys be going in an arc around the
But yeah,
boss?
but Llama's on the left there because he moves them to the left. So if we're moving all the way to the right of the arc, they're getting too far.
Is there a
based on
reason
the-
we can't have him just facing the raid? Is there a reason not to?
If we did,
It makes it easier to see his full body turn so people can run.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, the body turn is supposed to signal that a shadow crash is going out.
If you guys are okay, though, we could just keep them, faced one way. Let's just keep doing it like we're doing it.
Or if are you two normally healing Llama, or is that the assignment? I just wondered. You need to switch.
It's a mix. So we'll dump 3 stacks of life bloom on Llama, and then I'm usually just kind of then healing the rest of the raid. So we jump out, heal Llama, and then start focusing on the raid, just because Life Bloom is so efficient.
Do we just want to move one of them over on the left side?
Works for me.
Okay, I'll go to the left side.
All right.
Yeah, I moved to the left side because my pain suppression was getting out of range for Llama, so maybe we should switch to DPS for the 2 druids.
No, I mean that'll be no. We don't need to put all 3. We probably still want a healer in one of the groups. But yes, Festers, come with the right group now, please. That way we're spread out. Unless you all 3 think you need to be over there. But then if the problem with that is all 3 healers are moving at the same time.
I really don't think we do. Like, Llama died this time, but we've on average been able to keep him up consistently.
Yeah, so Festers and Camille, the only 2 moving this poll.
Okay, so I'm going to the right now.
Correct. Octavia needs to eat.
Yeah, Feast is still there.
Llama and Octavia, your flask will run out in this fight.
Yep. I just got back from the age, so.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to make sure.
So you ready, Alt?
Octavia, are you good to go?
Yeah.
I'll get up. Oh, right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your destruction will herald a new age of suffering.
Interrupt 1. Run away. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 2. Run away. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 1. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1.
Paints up.
Interrupt 2.
We're grouping up to the right again.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Right group move just a little bit. Perfect.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. 3, 2.
Check your mana.
Interrupt 2.
Left group move.
Interrupt 3.
We're coming back together. Oop, no, we're not.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3, 2, 1.
Left group just stayed towards the back of the puddle.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt
A couple extra hots.
Interrupt 3. 1. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Range come together.
Coming back together. Messin has careful going in. Good.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Camille, do you have a soulstone? What, incoming?
Interrupt 2. 1.
10 seconds on Animus.
Interrupt 1.
Betsy, can you pop?
Check it out.
Can we get a battle res on Decimus?
Interrupt 2.
These
Where are you,
coming.
Decimus?
3.
Paints up.
1.
Corner.
Interrupt 3.
Okay, killed by the Animus.
Great Healthstone.
Interrupt 2.
Lust.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Group up a little.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 3.
I got this one.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Just wipe it. Interrupt groups? What happened?
Interrupt 2.
I don't know if it was a really nasty mark or an explosion that went up, but my health went to like 10% for a while there.
It was 2 explosions.
Okay.
Yeah, the melee missed their marks.
I missed that one. The one that went off, I missed it. Like the Mind Freeze missed.
Try not to run back in unless you need to. And the only need is if you died in melee. We got bots. Stop running it. Do we have a healer up there or no?
Yeah,
I'm resin.
Yeah, we get people
Okay.
up.
Just make sure we stop running in.
No idea where Hyperion is.
I am in the far left corner. I can run in if you need me to.
Nope, I see you. I'll get you.
It's between a dying to a mark or dying to a shadow crash. So I just picked the crash. I didn't think that. Does that heal him?
It's the mask that heals him.
Wait, go ahead.
Nah, you go, King.
I was just gonna say from the range, we're still getting hit a lot. You have to figure out how to make sure we're not getting hit by this thing.
Whenever you go, fellas. Oh, never mind. Get a health stone.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Make battle res juicy, please.
How did that hellstone help you, Juicy?
Interrupt 2, 1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3, 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt
We're gonna have to come back together.
Interrupt 1. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3, 2.
Coming back together. Careful going in. Careful going in.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Watch your mana.
Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Can we crit mid?
2, 1.
We're good here.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Check your mana.
Left group, let's start staying on the right side a little bit.
Yeah, if you're below half right now, just start saving.
We're still going left, we're just on the right side of our, so go left. Just so we can move it back the other way a little bit.
Interrupt 2.
If you need to come over, Fuddy, you gotta tell us.
No, we're good.
Interrupt 3.
We just got one. You guys are probably gonna have to come to us.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
20-second warning on animus.
Left group, stack up a little bit.
Try to stay on the front side of this a little bit on the right side, so we don't get any close further back.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Begin. 3, 2. Interrupt 2.
Keep the mechanics solid.
Interrupt 3.
Okay, we're gonna reset on the right.
Lusted.
Watch out, left group. What? You guys, we have to be on left and right sides. I don't know why we're coming in so much.
Get that paint suppression in a second.
I'll
Paint
start
up.
your low.
Interrupt 1. 1. Interrupt 2.
Cardiff, you have faceless. Cardiff.
3. Interrupt 1.
Finish the animus.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Hellstone if you're low. Hellstone if you're low.
Interrupt 1.
Keep following the mechanics.
Interrupt 2. 3. Interrupt 3.
Okay. Shadow Crashes will one-shot you for the rest of the fight. This is a kill.
Interrupt.
I'm out of mana.
Do we have enough in range?
Holy Paleface, I'm gonna DI you so you can do the trick with pots and stuff.
Run away. Interrupt 1.
I'm gonna step out because we don't have enough ranged. Poker if you're in
stepped
play.
out.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Run away.
Yeah, if you stepped out, try to stay with one of the groups so that the shadow crashes don't land far away.
Interrupt 2.
How long on paints up, Nesson?
Run away.
47.
To follow you, be able to stack this next one? Or are you still tanking?
Interrupt 1.
No, I'm not tanking.
2.
Give me a second.
Yeah, not yet.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. 3.
You can go for it.
1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Guys are doing good. Keep it up.
Interrupt
Keep following the
1.
mechanics.
Unfortunately, we are going to hit enrage timer.
Interrupt 2. Run away. 3, 2. Interrupt 3.
It'll be close, though. Might as well keep finishing.
Run away. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. Run away. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Paints up.
We're gonna
Lost
probably
one
not have
range.
enough ranged.
1. Run away.
Okay, go ahead and die in the, just wipe it.
Interrupt 2.
We're gonna be like a minute and a half behind on enrage timer. The big issue there is we lost like 5 people all in one go. Flizzo, you did get Mark of the Faceless and you didn't move. Killed a bunch of people. So, you know, better situational awareness, please.
Yep. That was my bad.
Everybody looks resible. Don't run in.
I died like at his feet.
Oh, okay, yeah, you might need to. Yeah. So yeah, that was what a kill looks like. Maybe a little better mana management leading into Animus.
Yeah, I think part of the problem is we had too many range down to kill him in time and keep enough mana.
Totally.
We had everybody alive up until 5 minutes, 30 seconds. 5 of us died. So that was 100%. That was what we need to have happen.
Because I went into Animus with 60% mana, and he died when I went out of mana.
I don't think the lay on hands glyph is working.
What's it supposed to do?
Supposedly it's supposed to give mana to me and the person I give a lay on hands to, but I didn't see my mana go up when I used it, so. And supposedly it was supposed to work during this fight, but I think they may have changed that.
That actually got patched like 3.5 weeks ago. I saw a post about it.
Okay.
Where are
You only
you?
have enough time when you res to take a pot. If you get a battle res.
I'm somewhere toward the back, left.
So, just to verify, if you've hit /DVM, we've talked about this several times, but Mark of the Faceless, that announce should be something different than the runaway. There's still people running away with Faceless, which you want to move a little bit, great. But just make sure that audio is something different than Shadow Crash. We definitely got this.
Yeah, if you flashed right when we started boss pulling, it'll be running out right now.
Repair bot down.
Hellstones.
Also, engineers, you know, you've got the gloves for a reason. You can use them every single minute. They should go out 3 times before Animus. 9 times total for a fight of that length, but the only people that did were Aberrant and Top. Creepy, you're at 7. Okrish at 8. Roto, you had 4 uses. Noto, you had 3. Maranya, 1. Flizzo, 1. Use those gloves. That's more DPOs.
Honestly, just macro them to an ability.
Yeah.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4 people that need to eat. Rish, Octavia, Juicy, Noto.
I'd be eating like right now, there. maximize your DPS that way. And I'm not going to go through and look at everybody's 2-minute abilities, but you can use them 2 times before the Animus comes out, and that's very important.
Yep. And then once again, right when it comes out.
And then once again, right when it comes out. That's right.
You know how hard it is not to cast Starfall every minute?
No.
It'd be useless here anyway, you're too far.
No, when I cast it, it hits him. Like, because I cast it once the other dude comes out. I just don't cast it early because then I'm going to kill the other dudes.
Does it hit the neutral mobs?
I thought so. I thought that's something I did last week or the week before.
Hey, can you take X off of Defiler?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's gonna trade the whole thing. We'll take it off of there. EBM will apply it to somebody else here shortly.
Interrupt 2. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 1. Interrupt 1.
Paints up.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
We have to come back together. Careful here. Left and right, please.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Check your mana.
3, 2. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 3.
Toss me an extra hot.
Left
fluid.
group, let's stand on the right side.
Interrupt 1.
Minute warning on Animus.
We need to come back together. Make sure you guys are on the
Left
left.
group on the left side.
1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
30-second warning on Animus.
3,
Don't tunnel vision here.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3. 2.
Coming back over.
Interrupt 1.
Be at the front.
Paints up.
Interrupt 2.
Lust.
Interrupt 3. 1. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Guys, you need to be going left and right. Those are the options. Please, stack up.
Interrupt 3.
You guys can go down that left wall if you need to.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Run away. Interrupt 3.
Left group, we need to move.
Interrupt 1.
Not in range.
Coming back together.
Interrupt 3.
Dusty Faceless.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3. 2. 1.
Raid Healthstone.
3. Interrupt 1.
Destiny, you have a soul stone?
Interrupt
Yes.
2.
Anything
Move,
about
go
the
to-
link?
Interrupt 3.
We gotta come back together. Left and right, left this group. Look at your groups.
Camille, you're in melee. Okay. This is still a kill here. Just focus up. Any Shadow Crash will insta-kill you. Realign yourselves.
So, Father, will you be able to sack this one?
Nope.
Okay, no worries.
Interrupt 1.
Couple extra hots, please, if we can.
Run away. Interrupt 2.
Are there any battle res available?
Yes. Who?
Interrupt 3.
Oak Rush. Creepy.
Interrupt 1. Run away. 3. 2. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
They're pinged on the map. If there's just one, get creepy. Okay, go rogues, go.
1. Interrupt 2. 1. Interrupt 3.
Oh, Krish exposed, please.
Interrupt 1.
Just slow and steady it. This is a kill.
Interrupt 2. 3. Run away. 2. 1. Interrupt 3.
Paints up.
Interrupt 1.
Wand if you're out of mana.
Interrupt 2.
Don't do anything you got.
Run away. Interrupt 3. 3. 2. 1. Interrupt 1. Run away. Interrupt 2. Run away. Interrupt 3.
Coming back together. Make sure you're on the sides.
Interrupt 1. 3. 2. Interrupt 2.
Execute range.
Interrupt 3.
He just healed like 500k.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 1. Interrupt 3. Run away. Run away. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3, 1. Run away. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt.
How long on paints up, Mason?
40.
2, 1. Interrupt 1. Run away.
Yeah, 40 seconds to berserk.
Interrupt 2.
Yeah, he's healing more than we're damaging him, basically.
Run away. Interrupt.
Extra pots.
Yeah, that one on Balatar, it looks like, healed him 650k. That was... It still wouldn't have made the difference, but, you know, just in general.
Just run to the back so you don't die up there.
Yeah, part of the problem is when people see that, they all start running back. So if you don't, not the person with the mark, you got to make sure you stay where you're at.
If you haven't changed the DVM and what it's telling you, please do it.
Right. Yeah, no, we're just kind of into the nitty gritty of it. Use your cooldowns really well. Never cast unless you're in a pool. Move as fast as you can if you get mark. Other than that, we just got to do that again, just 19% better.
Yeah, brilliant.
And yeah, let's definitely try to push as much DPS as we safely can before the Animus comes out.
16 intellect.
What made that Shadow Crash go in melee?
It
No
definitely
idea.
was on top of me, and I had gone to melee as we had planned when we switched over to Animus, and I guess I was just a little bit too far out. I thought I was with them, but clearly I was too far out of the side range.
The left group was getting pretty close to the boss there, it looked like.
I mean, I've seen some strats in this first phase where if we get that spread apart, we just wait for the next crash, like we don't ever even group back up.
Problem is, if it doesn't come, how long are you there not getting it?
Can I get a... Oh, never mind.
Is the aim chat effect always up on the boss?
I have it on CD.
Okay.
But I died the last run, so.
So yeah, we just got to keep people alive. Easy.
Oh, sorry, I'm ready.
Like towards the very end, when like everybody's out of mana, is it worth it to spread out so that whoever gets the mark doesn't send so much HP back to the boss?
Anybody still have mana casting at that point?
Very few.
I If that's the case, probably not.
Fuddy, you want to put something on your head?
No. For what? Oh, for bone?
Or bone, yeah. Never mind.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 2, 1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
And very, very closely, especially right now, be paying attention to that purple shit. Or the weak aura. To make sure that you're casting in it.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1.
Right group be at the front edge of this.
Paints up.
Interrupt 2.
Left group is coming over. Oh, now we're moving.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
You can stay. That's going to be in the back.
3, 2, 1.
Make sure you're not casting. We're moving to the right a little.
Right.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3, 2. Interrupt 3.
Check your mana.
Interrupt
2 minutes on Animus. 2 minutes.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3.
1 minute till Animus.
Couple extra hots.
Interrupt 3.
Left group, let's go on the right side.
Interrupt 1.
And just a hair back, yep.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 1.
Play cool with your mana. Animus in 30.
Okay, left group, we're going to move to the left side of the right one. There you go.
Stay on the corners.
Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Animus time.
And we keep this going. Come on.
Paints up.
Interrupt
We're coming back together.
3,
Stay up.
2. Interrupt 1. Interrupt
Lost it.
Everybody move. Everybody move.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 2.
Heroes Roto.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Got him.
Interrupt 2. 1. Interrupt 3.
Great Healthstone.
Interrupt 2. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 3.
It's 40 on pain sep, right?
50 right now.
Yeah.
Get up Balatar and Cardiff after this dies.
Make sure you're using pots right away.
Okay.
Okay, a couple extra hots in about 5 seconds.
Get those two up and make sure you take a mana pot when you get up.
I just ran out of mana. I can't res him.
Okay.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2.
Keep using your cooldowns. Be smart. Wand if you're out.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 3, 2. Interrupt 1.
How many casters have mana?
Pessimist does.
Interrupt 2.
Yeah, I'm out.
Let's spread here. Casters that have mana, find yourself a pool when you need it. But we need to do less healing here.
1. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
The last couple have been in the middle.
Interrupt
Right where Hiller's is if you need it.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. 3, 2.
Got 2 minutes on Berserk. We can do it.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Guys, make sure to, if you're out of mana, spread.
I can divine sacrifice the next thing.
Interrupt 3. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1.
Go ahead, Holly.
No time here, and we win.
Nice.
2%.
Keep moving.
Smart. Be smart. Be smart. Spread if you're done. Spread if you're done.
Interrupt 1.
Don't heal here.
Nice job.
There we go.
Pendulum of Infinity.
Is that good?
Yep. Melee.
Oh,
Congrats, everybody.
Congrats, Okrish.
Roto, that's punishing us for not killing it until now.
Can I get a summon back? Mind if I hearth real quick? I'm trying to grab a couple more stacks of pots. I went through like 20 there.
I'm really
indestructible
with that kill.
Yeah, I have like 100 in the bank. I just only had like 25 to start with. I forgot to restock them.
Cardiff,
like
where's your
20 on me.
body?
He's got one pending. He's not there.
Okay.
Portal to Yogg's active anyway. strategy or discussion around this?
People have had 5 to 6 weeks to research One Light. In general, though, be ready to stack during the back during the last phase. People going underneath are Group 3, RC, Okrish Creepy, Maranya. Oh, let me give you guys numbers, actually. Does everybody have that weak ore open?
I can post it if people need it.
Give me the closet for Lum.
Okay. Does everybody's name that I say have that weak aura open and can see the numbers on their minimap? Need a yes or a no, guys?
Yep.
Alright, I got load weak ores.
Okay, Maranya, you're going to be in the portal in the very front of the room. And Aberrant, you're going to be in the one that's directly to the left of the front of the room. And then 2, Zaftig. 3, Top Death. 4, Cabri. 5, Juicy Boy. 6, Okrish. 7, Creepier. 8, RC, which is like kind of in the front of the right of the room. And 9, let's have...
Cool.
I ran out of melee. Let's send down Infestors. You go down in spot number... Or Camille, you go down in spot number 8, which is like front right of the room.
Front right of the room.
Yeah, kind of like...
Like 4 or 5 o'clock?
It'll be like right around there.
When does this weak aura show on our minimap?
If you type /WA and you click on it, it'll show it before the fight, and it'll show it during the fight.
Okay.
You can toggle permanent visibility, but it's kind of annoying.
But like once we actually engage it, it'll show?
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Okay, just making sure.
Can I get a summon back real quick?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a gem for Okrish.
Or what color does he need? I've got reds on me.
Yeah, he needs a Siren's Tear.
Oh.
I brought everything but that.
We still got a closet up if you want to summon back. Did you get that creepy just to come back?
Wait, did somebody have Siren's Tears?
I think that's a no.
Holy shit, we killed hard mode Vzax. Damn.
Can I just say that was like crazy different even than just like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, we were consistently, like, it wasn't even a question like, are we going to get to Animus anymore? Like, we were always getting to Animus. That was really
Now we
good
just gotta
stuff.
do it every week. Okay, eat, get a health stone. I'm gonna start moving marks around.
Who was it that gave me this dust? I can give him back the extra. Was it Roto?
I owe you a creepy. Keep it.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. There's a mark on Bone Storm who is not going to be an idiot about dodging clouds. If you stick with him for the most part, you'll be fine. Melee, for the most part, we're going to be staying in to kill the Guardians. And I'm going to pop one extra one just to speed it up a little bit. When the fight actually begins, our range need to be laser focused. Like, there can't be any dawdling time, any indecision time. Just find out where the Crusher Tentacle is. Find out where the Constrictor is. And it's just gotta die super fast. Re-up your flask because you're below, like, 10 minutes. Phase 3, we need to book it to the back of the room. The first Guardian is going to spawn, and if it spawns right on top of you and you're generating healing threat, boots, do something to save yourself, lower your threat, be smart. There is no way to save your sanity on this, so you just got to be smart about it the whole time. If you see somebody near you with Malady, run. If you see the brain lasers, they will two-shot you, no matter how much HP you have. Tanks included. That's about what I got for you. Let's not wipe 5 times on the cloud phase, please.
Right.
Kind of do
Can I
cool.
get kings again, please?
That would be on the DKs.
All the DKs are showing habit.
So on Octavia?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Five, four, three, two, one.
The time to strike at the head of the beast will soon be upon us. Focus your anger and hatred on his minions. Yes, yes! Show them no mercy! Give no pause to your attacks!
Oh, I can regen mana again, thank God.
Oh, Krish, I'm gonna smack your ass.
What did he do so I can do it too?
The ominous cloud begins to boil. Flizzo. That's cool, just keep them stacked and tight.
Range group step out.
Spear Zaft. Cyclone Fuddy.
Gonna be probably spawn something if I don't run.
Camille, another extra one.
Octavia.
Octavia, guys. Just come to the door and wipe. Jesus.
I wasn't anywhere near a cloud.
They are bigger than they look. I mean, I'm just reading the orange text.
Nope, absolutely. My mistake.
Yeah, no, I see that. I see that, but I was nowhere near a cloud. And the second one, I was even further away.
Everybody besides locks, please release. Or if you need to reset your battle rest cooldown. Locks release once it's reset.
So for the range group, I'm doing the hokey pokey strat that Defiler recommended. So I'm just stepping in when clouds are, on the outside, and stepping out when clouds are on the inside.
Yeah,
That's
that works
exactly
really
what I
well.
was doing.
You don't even need to move. You always need to back, forward, and that's it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to move to the sides at all. Just move forward or move back.
No, I should have been watching you. I was trying to figure out where Zaft was to res him and got distracted from the clouds.
I gotta say, Cloud Dance, harder than hard mode VSAX.
Apparently.
Apparently.
And we just ran out of hard mode VSX.
You know what we should do is just pull Sarah way out here to the corner. Then we don't gotta worry about the clouds.
I don't think I could pull Sarah. She's kind of a bad bitch. Snatch waist, long hair.
But does she have a short skirt and a long jacket?
See, the problem with short skirts in me is like if I wore one, my meat would be slanging out the bottom like a grandfather cloth.
Zip, you need to eat.
I'm eating now.
Perfect.
Mage table down if anybody cares.
Roto, you don't have a... Never mind.
Are those health stones somewhere I'm missing?
Don't go on that pull time. Let's get soul stones first. Or
You use
health
the soul
stones.
stone?
Perfect.
You use the health stone?
Hey, if you're about to die.
Let's get it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The time to strike at the head of the beast will soon be upon us. Focus your anger and hatred on his minions. Yes, yes! Show them no mercy! Give no pause to your attacks!
Range, get ready to step inside.
I'm rooted.
Go ahead and be risk free.
Camille, think thin like branch, not.
That was not my fault. I was cycloned.
Was I not supposed to cyclone you?
Just
no, just I was trapped.
Did you call wipe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm always going to call a wipe on our 4th unintentional extra. Because that's ridiculous, guys. It's a concentric circle that moves at a slow speed that you need to move out of once a minute.
To be fair, one of the druids war stomped the range group, so we were all stuck.
I got mind controlled twice, and both times, like, the clouds just were right next to me when I came out of mind control.
I don't know if it works in 25-man, but in 10-man, the mind control is dispellable.
I believe it is dispellable.
It is. I mean, maybe with mass spell and pry, but it's not with regular dispel.
I can do it with tranquil shot.
Yeah, trank shot works.
as we run in, if I cast War Stomp, that means they won't be able to cast it for me, right?
Correct, for whatever
Okay.
the cooldown is.
All right, I'll just do that then.
Maranya, did you know you could trank shot?
Since last week, yes.
Purge should also work, I would think, because it's the same kind of effect as Trank Shot. Dispels a magical effect on an enemy.
Give us that good old trank shot every time.
By that logic, wouldn't anyone who can dispel a magic buff from an enemy do the same thing?
It's more of an enrage, isn't it?
I don't know. I was trying to use my my dispel magic, and it didn't seem to work. But it normally works in 10-man, so I don't know why it's different. And maybe I'm just crazy.
Nah, 25-man usually has more difficult mechanics, so.
We're just gonna do the trank shot, which we know works. There's not a cooldown on it, right? Or like 15 seconds?
8.
Oh. Yeah, so you can get everyone. Easy.
Should I be paying full attention to do that instead, or?
It should only happen, assuming people don't get in green, it should only potentially happen right at the beginning.
Gotcha.
And then maybe if there's 2 up. But if we're killing them and keeping it clean without getting extras, you should not see it happen more than once or twice.
No pressure.
Focus your anger and hatred on his minions. Yes, yes! Show them no mercy! Give no pause to your attacks!
Range move it a bit. And range move out. Do the hokey pokey.
And turn yourself around.
That's what it's all about. Move out for this one. Then move it a bit. There's room between these two.
Get an extra, clean this one up.
We're on a Cardiff. I can't heal you guys.
Cardiff just stand on triangle. Cardiff on triangle. Just one more here. Just don't spawn anymore for like 10 seconds.
There's one on the group.
Okay.
I have Soulstone. I'm waiting on the cloud.
Up the tree.
Tentacles coming. Crusher is right in a good spot over here. Trying to Okrish. Melee Corruptors on the other side.
Move away from Camille.
God damn.
Percy, can you pop?
Shit, yeah.
And Bira's creepy.
Yeah, I really did not think I was close enough to that.
And get up Defiler.
Ping the map Defiler.
Brain Portal in 10.
By
And
the
new
Crusher.
Crusher is in the back left of the room, northwest.
Hey, Lami, you gotta be on top of those crushers.
I'm judging them every time I cooldown.
Was there 2 of them up?
Not till just
No.
now.
There are about to be 3 up, actually.
Get away from.
Melody and distance.
RC, did you make it downstairs?
Yeah, but I had no sanity.
Ah. Just go ahead and wipe. That's too many dead too early on.
We're at a frozen state, so we gotta get through the madness.
Just die in the madness, it's okay. Yeah, I got 2.5 Crushers up, 2 untouched Corruptors.
We only had. I don't think you can't get a third.
You can get a third.
Well, you can have 4 crushers up.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get that third until after madness was over.
Juicy, you assigned me to portal like number 8, right?
Shit, dog, I have no clue. Probably.
Okay, but like bottom right.
Yeah. Because it's like Maranya all the way in the front, RC a little bit to the side, and then you a little bit more to the side.
Just
Yeah,
because
somebody
like
took mine, so I had to run around.
yeah, just when I was trying to get to them, like all 3 of the ones that were around there were taken. I had to like run pretty far up.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah, maybe let's go over the portal numbers one more time.
Yeah, make sure you're using your 2-minute cooldowns on those Crusher tentacles too.
Everybody who got assigned a portal number, type it in chat right now.
Two different people think they're on 2.
South is. If it's straight south, it's 10, right?
Oh yeah, 10. Sorry.
Straight south would be 10.
One is slightly west.
Everybody, does anybody need the weak aura? That's melee.
Ogrish 5 is all the way north, all the way at the back of the room.
Do you want us to change Soulstone strategies at all, or still keep it on who we've been doing it?
I'll just keep it where you got it. Shouldn't make a difference, really.
Vagary needs to eat. Defiler needs to eat.
Five, four, three, two, one.
The time to strike at the head of the beast will soon be upon us. Focus your anger and hatred on his minions. Let hatred and rage guide your blows. Show them no mercy. Give no pause to your attacks.
Good job, Reigns.
If you're not on triangle, get on triangle.
Your melee, if you're ranged in melee, getting blown up, get out of there.
Yes, show them no mercy. Give no pause to your attacks.
Follow triangle.
Sorry.
Wipe it. Honestly, it's probably faster just let him stand and punch you instead of going to the door. Ness and babes, talk to me.
I was running around in circles. That was my bad. Sorry.
That's good.
Trust your triangle. Flask check too.
Here we got 2, maybe 3 attempts at one light, so let's make them count before we have to do this on easy mode. Like, let's actually start seeing this fight. There's no reason, like, obviously, ideally you're following the triangle. If you need a big, wide open, gaping hole, like Juicy probably would say, then find that. But you should be able to follow the triangle.
What's that friendly fire there? That's brutal.
Yeah.
How often do I talk about gaping open hole?
I mean, only on occasion. Or
Scale
every
1
day.
to 10. 10 being every day.
10.
Goddamn. What about tight little claptrap hole, huh? Do you think I ever talk about that?
No, because that will make us get
Not really.
hit by the cloud.
It's true.
It's okay, Juicy. We still love you.
Art, if your flask will run out, Zip, your flask will be real tight. Alurus, yours will run out. Camille, you already got yours.
Yeah, I'll re-up it in the middle.
It's all good.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Five, four, three, two, one.
The time to strike at the head of the beast will soon be upon us. Focus your anger and hatred on his minions. Let hatred and rage guide your blows.
Range move in.
Move in.
Pop.
Range move out.
I don't even know what the fuck hit me.
The
Explosion.
melee guy.
You're too close to melee.
You might have had the 100% damage increase.
Range move out for this one.
Move, boys, move. Ugh.
Stay on triangle.
Yeah, keep it tight over there, casters.
Lots of space for range. Just stay here.
Okay, we have one extra. We have two extras. Be ready on the trank shot, be ready on the tentacles.
I'm MC'd.
That's just bad luck. Corruptor on the front left, Crusher on the front right.
Use some cooldowns on the Crusher. The hell?
Brain portals in 30 melee, you have time to finish this Corruptor. He-res Bone Storm.
Says I got hit by the Crusher, but I'm way far away from it.
It's got a 20-yard melee range. It's bigger than... It's like double its size. Think about it like that. Brain portals in 10. Crusher directly in front of his mouth. Corruptor to the right.
Hug your Brain Link partner.
Target you.
Golden Lustos. Percy, that's you.
I
You
lost
can't.
it.
You
No.
Jesse, you can't lust outside.
Yeah, Dusty took it away from us.
Went over that last week.
Clear up
Go loop
top.
out.
Got
Kill
pillars.
creepy.
Creepy and Camille. Do not cyclone. Gotta kill.
I was like a quarter of a second late getting out.
Apparently, I'm just not like this fight.
Yeah, somebody can go down in 7, I guess.
We have to kill Defiler.
Just wipe it. Just wipe it then if that's the case. Just die.
Good luck killing Defiler.
Yeah, I only have 200k health and I'm healing.
Yeah, just stop heals. Die.
Do not release. Do not release. You guys got pretty good damage down there for the first time without a lust.
Yeah.
We just gotta be able to go through that a couple of times.
Damn,
We have
Defiler.
one more 4-light pull. Die, stop healing, run into shit, don't run to the door, run to the crusher, run to the beams. The door doesn't do us any good because we're not resing.
It's a whole MC squad out here.
They might get lucky. Or they
Nah,
die.
it just
Nope.
kills them when it resets.
He wasted us.
Brain team. When we go downstairs, let's split up our teams a little bit. DKs are going to go left. Every other DPS is going to go right. And I guess, Camille, you're kind of like in the middle doing Starfall shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I zoomed my camera in so that the animation of the brain shouldn't prevent me from clicking on the portal.
Oh, did you get caught behind a tentacle and couldn't click it?
Yeah.
I have had that happen. That sucks.
Yeah, so I'll just zoom in a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, I'd like to say that's what happened to me, but I tried to stay and get one more hit in.
This is going to be our last one light pull of the week. Give it your all, boys. Still got to make time to kill normal, you know? And yeah, Dusty, you're not losing this fight, just RC.
Yeah, I got that.
Damn troll.
He is a troll. I thought he was an orc.
No, I'm good.
minions. Let hatred and rage guide your blows.
Range can stay out.
Yes, yes, show them no mercy. Give no pause to your attacks.
Yeah, somebody tell that army to get a little closer.
Why are we using army here?
Great question. Pop your 2 minutes to clear through these.
Range move out a bit.
Show them no mercy. Give no pause to your attacks.
Stay on triangle.
Hatred and rage guide your blows. Yes, show them no mercy. Give no pause to your attacks.
Range, get ready to move.
I think that was our last one. Yep.
Oh, nice.
There's one more coming. One more. Go to the front of the room. Okay. Crusher west, Constrictor front, Corruptor east.
Use some cooldowns on the crushers.
I kill this shit.
Move away from Camille.
Get away from square.
Corruptor in the front.
Away from square.
Where's that new Corruptor?
Hasn't come out, just got out right in the front.
New Crusher east, Corruptor in the back. Brain Portal's coming out. Range, you're gonna have to handle the Corruptor in the
Get away
back.
from Fuddy, get away from Fuddy, get away from Fuddy.
Move away from square.
Who's orange circle?
Get away from square.
Our Silos have it.
There's a corruptor in the back too.
Kill squad out. Don't keep.
Crusher up front.
Do not be close to this Crusher. Melee still going on though.
I'm inside.
I'll follow you, Cabri. Cabri, I'll follow you. Just go.
Can I go in with it on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Range. Range need to target the Constrictor inside Yogg.
Yeah, he's inside Yogg.
Away from Fuddy. Nessun, don't come back. But just be very careful. You only have 4 sanity.
Away from Zip.
All right. Sorry.
The kill
Couldn't make
Nessun.
it down.
Kill RC.
I thought we were.
Still one more back there, guys. Just wipe it. We're doing normal mode.
Run away from me, Balatar. Don't release. Run back in here as fast as possible. No, but just run up to the things and die. All the things.
Well, why won't they kill me?
Just run up to the corruptor.
I'm standing in between 2 crushers and I can't move my character.
I gotcha.
Yeah, the corruptors probably kept studying him. I mean, was that a good first transition, or?
No.
Coming out of the first madness, it was completely clean. Nobody died. Then but the problem is we had too many people low on sanity, or instant deaths, and I haven't looked to see what the deaths were from. Melee, Crusher.
One thing I noticed, the first corruptor that was spawned died after the second corruptor because no one touched it for its entire length until everything else was clear.
The first what, you say?
Corruptor, the one that puts out all the shit, that first one was free hitting all the way until the end of Madness.
It can't have been the very first one that came up. We killed the first one that
everything
came up
was
really quickly.
completely clean at the end of the first madness.
Yeah, for the second phase of Madness, whatever.
Oh, so after the first madness?
Yeah, so that's I guess then there was a corruptor.
Then the next corruptor that came up, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I think there was one that was almost right on top of a crusher, unfortunately.
So that happened because they're skimming to the very end of the brain phase.
And don't forget to if you got dispels or cleanses or anything, because that takes away sanity.
Beast down if you need it. What's the timer, Juicy? Let's make it clean. I know it's down to easy mode. These things are gonna basically get blown over, but please don't spawn a bunch of extra ones. No need to wipe here.
Mom, can you pop the extra one?
Yeah.
Focus your anger and hatred on his minions.
Range getting a little close. It's gonna blow up near range. Move out. Alright, I'm resetting range. Move to triangle. Range move back a little bit.
I have 2 here.
Range move in. You can go between these 2.
Let hatred and rage guide your blows. Yes, show them no mercy. Give no pause to your attacks.
I know some of the things are easier here. But still try to go. Obviously, if you're getting low on sanity, go replenish it. But let's try not to. Let's practice here. Try not to have to. I know some of it's RNG, but stuff you can control, control.
Alright, start spreading out a little bit. Tentacles, ink. Infestors, why were you targeting that Corruptor? You should be on Crusher's first priority, after Constrictors.
The Corruptor in the back.
Hey, Chris, where do you got to go? You go, I'll follow.
Get away from Beltar.
Get away from Baltar.
Rain Beams, Portals in 10.
Crusher near the front.
Before the coming of the end.
Lost it.
See, give us that thing, go.
So if you're standing close enough to Yao, you'll get the last
Corruptor near the back.
Down always goes up, up doesn't go down.
Doesn't always go up. You have to be within melee range.
You guys pushing this time or no?
Probably one more.
We're clear up top.
3. Don't get your
Check
ass
your
possessed.
sanity.
Crusher in the back.
Okay, clear zip.
Rain Portals 5.
Creepy's my hero.
I missed my portal because I was breaking Octavia out.
That's all good. We're going to push here in about 15 seconds.
Once we clean this up, go to the back.
Everybody head to the north.
Pushed.
It was really good practice when you're in your 20s here, making sure you're turning around.
I don't think a lot of our guild is in their 20s anymore.
Ooh, touche. Cardiff, go to the green beam, please, so you don't die.
They turned around.
Cardiff is MC'd.
When you're in the beam, it takes a little bit for it to start ticking away.
Go Cardiff.
You will be missed.
I killed my own brother.
Vesters, you're at 2.
Yeah, I'm going. I was just trying to see what I could do without.
Yeah, it's on the lunatic gaze for those that are struggling. The gaze is on the. It's not exact science because it's a cooldown. The only one of the week, sadly.
No, we got one on Freya, maybe? I don't know.
Ooh, Soul Strike.
Congrats, Camille.
Congrats, Camille.
Thank you.
Rats.
Warrior Hunter Shaman, what's that nonsense?
Warriors, Hunters, Shamans, baby, woo!
Really, both of them were?
Yep.
That's dumb.
Good run. I mean, I know we got another hard mode down this week, so that's our goal is sticking to it, is trying to get at least one more each week. Definitely have some room for progress still, so make sure you keep working. And again, if there's things you don't know, just please review a 10-minute video. Kind of beating that dead a little bit, but
I don't think Defiler had a bid button because he's silly.
Hey, this weekend when we do 10-mans, if like everyone does Flame of Light in hard mode, can we try it in 25-man?
That's the deal. Everybody kills it on 10. Everybody gets to do it on 25.
When are you guys going to send out the rosters for this weekend? So we know if we want to run with somebody else or not.
Right now, there's only one person that's going to get benched, and we don't know for sure who that's going to be yet. But we will try to have that out either tonight before we go to bed or first thing tomorrow.
ZP out?
Yeah?
EP is out? Okay, cool.
Yes, it's out.
You don't want to do a VOA quick?
I locked myself already, or I would.
Yeah, me too.